All right. This is Arcane. Hello, guys. Now you can resume talking.
Okay.
Yes.
Come flood.
Can you put down? I've got. I need to make some changes to my equipment.
Of course you
Got a
do.
bayonet lock on the shotgun, a reflex sight on it, and not a combat knife, just a bayonet.
Bayonet. Okay. There we go.
Cool. Cheers. That should be pretty much it. The only other thing I'd grab would be like a vest, maybe, if it's needed.
Not a formal event.
No, like a hunter's vest. But I don't know if that's necessary.
Yeah, I would say everybody should just have one on them in case we need it.
I have reflective tape on my body armor.
Yeah, I mean, Grave, actually, couldn't you just, like, keep a load of vests in your bag?
Why do I have to carry all the equipment?
You're the man with 2 weeks worth of rationing in a backpack. You're the only one with a backpack.
Why does no one else have a backpack?
I
'Cause I
assume
don't
I
need
have
it.
a backpack. I assume I have a backpack to carry the shit I have.
You're gonna have
It'd
to
be
put that
retarded if I
down.
was just carrying it around.
Boss
you're gonna
only
have to
said
put that
this was a
down.
day trip.
He hasn't
Here,
said
I'll mark-
anything yet.
I'll mark
mean,
this
you-
fucking backpack down
'Cause-
there.
Everything I have, I can just keep in pouches on body armor. Like, just assume I'm wearing fucking cargo pants or like work pants. There's
Cargo
enough pockets on
shorts.
those.
Cargo shorts.
No, I'm wearing pants. I'm not getting my legs cut up in briars.
Do you think he would go out of the house without the 2 additional pockets from the knee down?
I did actually used to rock cargo shorts like all the time.
They're the best.
They are actually. They're really handy. Like if I'm ever going to the shop, whenever I had cargo shorts, I just shove stuff in them.
Hello, audience.
It's
Welcome
great.
to Arcane, the male fashion channel on why cargo shorts are superior.
Next week we'll do
What-
suspenders.
Welcome, community, to autism. Well, it's not
Yep.
final frontier. It's the next iteration of the frontier. Anyhow,
Oh, I've got a brand new flak jacket.
you ready for your debriefing so you can figure out your finalization on equipment?
I'm
Well,
ready
prefer to
for
keep
the
my-
briefing. I'm
Yes.
ready for the briefing.
I prefer to keep my briefs on. Thank you very much.
Terry is already a commando, so
I prefer boxes to briefs.
that boss.
Boxers are worn by your man whores. If you don't know the duck.
Shut up. All right. Gentlemen, you're fresh out of Bucephalus Basic, trained in protocol and base levels of discipline for your deployment. You are placed temporarily under the command of Sergeant Miller for the following assignment. You are designated Epsilon 6 for this assignment, no names. At 1400 hours, 10 miles northeast of Salem, Missouri, a civilian aircraft discovered a spot of land that had caused significant electronic interference with his machine as he flew over native territory. The pilot has been given info to the local traffic controller, and through our informants, we got the coordinates for this location as a possible anomalous manifestation. The boss has sent aerial drones to perform reconnaissance around this location, but the nature of the anomaly made analysis of the incident improbable. All that has been retrievable from this reconnaissance is a pixelated photograph of what appears to be a 2 foot by 2 foot black cube. Your operation today is to dress in civilian attire appropriate for huntsmen, approach the coordinates by vehicle under cover of night, and secure the anomaly containing it in a provided radiation-resistant crate. Your team is to return to the nearest town and make a trade-off with on-site personnel where they bring the anomaly to a classified research center. In the case that the anomaly somehow provides further electronic interference despite being in the radiation-resistant container, there is a low-tech buggy arranged due 5 miles north of the location. It will appear to be a farmer's buggy that you can hide the black cube within loose leaf wheat. Any questions?
Is
What,
there-
are
is there
we supposed to acquire our own vehicle, or what vehicle is being provided for the ingress? Just standard pickup truck, or what?
You're provided a 2002 Dodge pickup truck.
Alright. What sort of civilian presence are we expecting then?
There is in the area a mile north of the highway a residential area, and
Roger that.
to the west of the region there is a small, from what aerial reconnaissance can tell, clearing area. There's been deforestation, and to the east there is a reservoir.
Roger that. And just to reconfirm, any contact with civilians is to remain non-lethal and just detain on site and wait for further assistance from HQ, correct?
If civilian presence is encountered, do not engage unless you are carrying the anomaly.
James is slowly
Roger that.
unscrewing
once
his silencer and putting it back in his pocket.
The anomaly is observed. We're to no restrictions.
Non-lethal restrictions will not be lifted for American soil, unfortunately.
Right.
You are to incapacitate, detain, and move such bodies to a site where personnel can further reclaim them and administer amnestics.
Roger that. Artair's just gonna sigh and shake his head.
Alright. 2002 Dodge pickup, no Toyota Hilux. Damn.
Nope. Alright, and you will be deployed. Yeah, let's say. Yes. It is already nighttime. You've been able to deploy out into the town of Salem within 4 hours of the brief, which is a couple hours after he said the anomaly appeared. You are now parked off to the side of the highway on your truck. You're able to travel on the forest roads on the side of the highway.
We leave the car keys in the car.
I say we take it in as far as we can, reasonably.
Well, no, either way, I think wherever we leave it, let's leave the keys in like the glove box. With the engine off.
Bird, I'm gonna grab an EMF meter.
Okay.
And
You're gonna leave the keys in the glove box? I mean, what if a meth head? We're in the middle of nowhere with all these hillbillies around. What you gonna leave them in the glove box? A meth head is gonna come along. He's gonna break the window and he's gonna steal our truck. What are we gonna do then?
The anomaly appears to be interacting with. The anomaly appears to be interacting with electronics. It's best we leave the car here.
Well, I mean, we do have a manual operation buggy 5 miles north. I think it would be better for us to take this in if the anomaly affects the vehicle and stops it from running. It would be better than just to head north to the secondary extraction vehicle than to head back to this one and have to double back again. figure out if
we
it
didn't
fails
check in with
first.
command what we were meant to do with the vehicle we came in with. We could just leave it.
All boss vehicles are tracked, by the way.
Yes, we've got no concern of that. We can leave it there.
Other than that, I'm just gonna check comms on the radios to make sure that they're still working, and about every click or so moving in, just call in a radio check to make sure they're still working and kind of line out on the map where the radius for the effect of the anomaly takes place.
Okay, and
I'm gonna load my shotgun. Just buckshot, slug, buckshot, and then keep that up until the last 2 rounds. Dragon's breath.
And your contact with base is going to be Iota 4, the good boys.
All right.
Good boys.
Let's see, I think we have a notebook in here. Can you guys type in these, by the way? Let's see.
I'm just throwing this in Arcanium first session.
Yeah, that okay. You can type your notes there too.
Yeah. So then just to call in before we proceed further on foot, since that seems to be the consensus, although I think we should just drive as far in as we can. Yeah.
All right, driving.
Good boys come in, good boys. This is Epsilon 6. How copy, over?
Good copy, Epsilon 6. Good boys out.
All right.
All right, you pull in as decently as you can into the woodlands. The forests are thick here in this part of Missouri, making the ability to travel by vehicle improbable without clearing the roads ahead for the section of land that you'll have to travel across.
All right. We'll just spin the vehicle around so it's facing the way out, and we can load everything just into the back at the start. No turning around needed.
Okay.
I'm gonna
have you
take my shotgun off my shoulder.
Grave, you're doing the driving, right? Let's see.
I guess I can be the driver in the RO as well.
I suppose I'll sit.
I'm gonna have Sergeant. What's his name now? Miller. Yeah, Sergeant Miller. Sergeant Miller's the driver. And you're just relaying this to him while you're sitting in the bitch seat in the middle of the Toyota or the Dodge. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep my shotgun in my hands.
It's a Toyota now. It's really powerful. It turned the Dodge into a Toyota.
Hopefully it keeps going and we get a Hilux out of this.
No, we'll be going that far. Okay, gonna roll for Sergeant Miller. Yeah, that doesn't tell me much of anything. Yeah, but you're just gonna say he can easily do that turnaround in the woods. He's well practiced driving vehicles heavier than this. All right, and once turned around, you dismount. In the back of the truck, strapped to a corner so it wouldn't slide around to harm the other 3 passengers of the truck. Is a 2.5 dimension wooden crate.
Oh, let's break open this crate.
Well, the crate we're supposed to load with the other thing, so we want to pick the crate up and hopefully it, cancels out the electromagnetic anomalies when we load it in, or pack the 2-foot cube out and then throw it in the crate.
And James will just shrug.
In the crate itself is a lead-lined container, just with some other metals that you haven't really been briefed on specifically. But the idea by the text that briefed you specifically on this is put the box in the crate, seal the crate, and you're good.
So I guess
did they give us like a dolly or something to carry to load this crate
it's
up
only
with?
2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. Somebody without a pack can just strap that on.
Well, we don't know how heavy the black box is that we're going to get. I mean, what they want us to schlep this through the woods? What the hell?
Yes.
They can't give us like a dune buggy or something to carry this.
No, we'll carry it. I get one and you get the other.
Please shoot Doc.
I'm just gonna point out on the path all of the like fallen trees and broken branches and shit, and go. Probably be easier to carry it than wheel a dolly through that, but you can try if you want.
All right, point taken.
All right, so pull out the map, figure out our generalized location, and I guess I'll start heading in first.
All right.
Tell everybody to keep their lights off and just use IR. Yep.
Yeah.
Weapons loaded at the ready, and just follow.
I'm going to keep my eyes trained on the tree line ahead. See if I can spot anything.
For the most part, it is a peaceful walk through a hilly woodland area. Traipsing as you are through the woods, animals aren't likely to want to come across your path, and more often than not, when you see a bird resting on a tree, hearing you snap twigs beneath it causes it to start flying away. Every now and then you do see something moving through the untamed fallen leaves before you that is a lizard of some kind that just skulks away out of your sight.
Well, that's a good sign. If it was dead quiet, that would be a bad sign.
Mortimer, you getting anything?
I don't know. Is he sensing any kind of?
Roll your dice, Mortimer. Let's see how much of a empath you are. Let me bring that out of the hidden zone. I got a 4. That's generally good. You take a moment to enjoy the serenity of the forest and expand your senses. You can feel the uneasy nature of creatures around you that generally surround your approach. Though up further ahead, you feel a much more to be described in a odd way, a void of presence. Whatever it is, it's not something that has a mind of its own or a aura for malice that you'd expect a monster to have. It is something that seems to be absorbing the presence of things around it. But you are within a mile of it.
Do you relay that to the group?
So, guys, I'm sensing it's like a void, like it's like a big empty black hole, sucking in all of the all of the senses around it. Maybe like a mile ahead or so.
I'm gonna go call back in. I'm gonna go call back into the boys, see how our comms are holding up.
And then when Mort describes this, James will turn on the EMF meter low, so that they can hear the static for any anomalies.
Artez's just gonna check the GPS and log our position.
All right. Checking the radio frequency, you're hearing small amounts of static as you get closer on the direction that Mortimer points you on. I can't well emulate it, so I'm just gonna speak clearly for now. Good. Copy that. Good boys out.
Yep. All right, comms are still up. They're getting a little staticky. That's normal with this setup.
Then, is there any interference in the GPS? Is it working just fine?
You're seeing some slight artifacting as you get closer.
I got artifacting on the GPS. Nothing too bad for now. Log in position. And he'll just make a note of where we are.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull out the compass and see if that's affected as well.
Yeah, let me know when the EMF starts to go.
Strangely enough, the compass is still tracking magnetic poles.
All right.
Well, appropriately as you remember.
All right. Continue
so it's
moving
not
on.
ferromagnetic.
Well, not yet. Well, we'll figure it out when we get closer.
Yeah, it could be weakened at this distance. It's very light effect on electronics for now. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with our nods, I don't think.
Alright. As you continue, though, you are starting to see something affect your nods a little. It's like you're getting tears as if your nods are like old
Gen 1s, Gen 2s.
Yeah, like an old TV screen or something.
Yeah, it's like Gen 2 then.
Yeah.
Alright, so nothing too bad. Still usable. Alright, let's keep moving. We'll check again when we're, 500 meters out?
Alright.
But yeah, we'll move in another click, check again. And moving into this part, I'm gonna turn on the IR sight that I have and see if the interference is actually affecting it projecting through onto shit. See if I can't find a hard line.
Alright, and just because you're this specialty duck, I'm gonna have you roll that dice once more. Oof. Oh yeah, you're not gonna feel this coming.
We can't see the game board.
You can't?
Not on stream, though.
Why is that?
Yeah, I just see permissions.
Yeah,
it's why is it showing you permissions? I don't have permissions open.
It's
now
there
it changed.
Now
it changed.
I think it might be sometimes when you click off.
Okay, it may be doing that.
I can just remind you when it happens.
If it is that, you could try playing in windowed mode if you're not already.
I probably should, but I don't want to risk anything by doing it right now. Okay.
Yeah, it just happens when you click off.
Yeah, I have a map here that I'm looking at separately, so I have to keep doing that.
Yeah. No worries, lad. So we move up closer. How far out would we be now? Like, I want to get us like within 500, 600 meters.
Yeah, I mean, if we moved up another click, we'd be 400 meters away.
Yeah, I want to stop and take a check of all our electronics. So I want to check my nods and GPS.
Right,
yeah, it's
at roughly
EMF.
At roughly 500 meters, you're starting to get far greater interference, especially with radio waves.
Is it? So, do we still know? We still getting accurate GPS reading?
GPS reading is almost illegible.
Right. I'll just turn it off and shove it in one of my pockets. GPS is out. It's not going to be any use for now.
What about irregular radiation?
You're not showing any. You're not showing any ticks on the Geiger counter.
In true New Yorker fashion, Mortimer is going to take out his smartphone and see if he can get any signal with it.
Yeah, your signal is all well and blocked. You're out of service area.
I have Verizon. I'll check mine.
Can you hear me now?
You have Verizon. You're always out of service area.
Also true.
Nods are getting pretty close to unusable. We're gonna have to turn them off very soon. Maybe 300 meters out.
All right.
Well,
I have to turn them off then.
Checking with the odds is the IR light from my laser optic, is that being affected in any way or no?
It is not. No, it's not.
Okay, so projection doesn't seem to be like a problem, just retrieval of information. So there we go. Well, that's also good because the specific one I chose also has a visible laser on it.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna shoulder my rifle, shotgun, and I'm gonna keep it at a high ready.
All right. As
we start closing in.
As you get more guarded, and you likely you slow your approach, almost expecting something to jump out at you. With
taking my time, and I'm surveying.
You see something attached to a tree 100 meters ahead.
I'm gonna hold up my hand to stop everybody.
Arter stops, takes a knee, and starts lowers his rifle, so he's looking just alongside it.
Most everyone's seeing through just Nogs right now, right?
No, I'll turn my nods off.
Okay, I have a mono optic, so it's one eye has, one eye doesn't.
Yeah, it's only 6 p.m., isn't it?
It is.
Well, if we're taking our time,
it is well after. It is well after the.
It took us 4 hours. Yeah, it took us 4 hours to get to Salem, another 2 to finish driving, and then we've been walking for probably another 2 to 3 hours.
Hour and a half.
Okay, so yeah, we're clear into the night. I'd be
very early morning.
Yep.
Yeah, monocle down, one eye exposed, one eye.
Right.
Yeah, how good is vision without the nod? For Arter actually decides to turn it off.
I'm trying to remember what the good range for human eye is. I know it's definitely not 100 meters, but at 100 meters with the nods, you're able to see through a very flickering image something that looks like a pulsating growth on a tree.
Like alright, Arter will just keep the nod on then, but he'll just try not to focus through it.
Question is, should I shoot it?
All 5 for now. Just observe it a bit longer.
Alright.
Do an electronics check once more. I'm going to check my GPS. I imagine it's just not responding now.
An assessment by Miller speaks up from the center of the formation, looking over at the direction of the growth that Arter pointed out, or anyone really. He says that doesn't appear to be the objective. Keep our distance, though.
Roger that. I'm going to move within the formation just to keep my eye on it, and I imagine we circle around.
Yeah, divert 50 meters east.
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that within the formation I'm constantly checking on it.
Keeping eyes out for another
I'm going to avoid direct eye contact with the growth.
Okay.
Can Mortimer sense any kind of anything from the growth?
Let's go, Mort.
Unfortunately, you got the 1 on the roll for noticing that immediately. So I'll come back to you minutes later if you ever encounter another one.
Yeah, I'll just I'll just give a look at Mortimer, just well, you sort of look.
Sense a void, you sense nothing. Alright, so you divert, and peering through nods and eyes alternatively, you appear to find no other strange growths but that one. Though monitoring the growth, it seems to have descended from down the tree by a foot since
right, I'm gonna level my. Can I just keep my shotgun leveled right at it, like aimed on it while we move?
It might be difficult as you go on ahead, but yes.
All right. Well, I'll just turn to the group and say, "Target's moving. The growth has started shifting down the tree. I think it might be approaching. Permission to engage?"
Denied for now.
Roger that. Could we slow down so I can keep myself trained on it?
All right. Arter and what was your character's name, Wolf?
James.
Arter and James face back at the growth and follow.
Boom.
Roger that. Moving.
Yeah, James will proceed, walking backwards in a sweeping motion.
Yeah.
I'll do that as well, but I'm going to keep myself trained on it. I'm going to trust James to survey the area around the back, and I'm going to drop a chem light as we move. Make some red chem light, just on the ground.
Can Mortimer try to refocus his psychic abilities and see if he can?
Sure, you can. Yeah, you can do another radar ping.
It's a 6.
Get any kind of impression from this growth thing by focusing.
Come on, big money, big money.
I want to know its emotions.
3. You sense hunger.
Okay.
Possibly the worst emotion to have sensed.
Guys, I'd be careful. I think it's hungry.
All right, I'm gonna
call for I go for something myself. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Maybe like a nice Reuben sandwich or something.
Will you shut up, Mortimer?
James holds out a piece of beef jerky to Mortimer.
Is this kosher?
Ugh.
James just shakes his head no.
Arte's just gonna
opinion noted. More keep focused on mission.
Arte's just gonna check, make sure he's got a round loaded buckshot.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on it. Definitely tense now.
You continue. Your estimation is 200 meters away from target. Nods are entirely unusable.
Right, nod off. Arte's just going to start popping chem lights every 10, 20, actually no, 50 meters or so.
Alright.
Just after that first contact, just every 50 meters, chem light. All red for now.
A scan of the woods does not reveal any further growths. It seems to have been a lone growth of some kind.
Has it moved past any of those chem lights, or is it avoiding them?
It either is slow or seems to be avoiding them.
Right, but I can still pass the trees, like any ones that are still in plain view. I can still see the chem lights in the distance.
Yes, you can.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it was narrated to only have dropped a foot as we were circling.
Yeah, but it's better safe than sorry. Be very cautious.
All right, 100 meters more, and you see a slight clearing in the trees.
All right.
As if a cluster of trees was replaced entirely by an object that now sits in the open moonlight.
And I take it we come to a complete stop.
Yep, Miller does raise his hand and says, stop. Analyzing the object under the simple outside light presented to eyes, it is almost exactly what the intel suggested it was, though I'm certain on the intel it appeared more like a pixelation rather than a clear object itself. It is almost exactly a 2x2, by 2, black cube. There seems to be no indentation on its face, and it only slightly glistens under natural light.
Alright. Artez just gonna swing around from the back of the formation. He's just gonna look at James and say, "Can you keep your eye out for a second?" And he's gonna try and... He's gonna move closer to the Miller. He's just gonna say, "Sir, would it be acceptable for me to throw a chem light at it, see how it reacts?"
Miller considers this for a moment, and he says, delay that for a moment. Men pull security around the... pull semicircular security around the box.
Yeah, I'll approach as far as I can within standard parameters to the far side of it, orientating myself to the manual buggy in case we get cut off. So I already know what direction to go.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and meet him
John
halfway.
maintain direction at designation growth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and meet him halfway between him and the rest of the group, just along that radius.
I fall in line with their pattern and train my gun at the cube.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the gun leveled at the cube. I'm gonna keep my head on a swivel.
Mortimer
the box is at James's 6. He's gonna be watching everyone's 6.
Right,
Mortimer has his hand on his rifle, but he still has it pointed down to the ground.
Low ready.
Yeah.
Mortimer, are you picking up anything?
Let me try and see if I can sense something from it.
All right, sense away. You're getting the readings are strong, so you get the same void reading from before, albeit you're able to designate it more clearly around this specific object. It isn't as if it's sucking in physical particulates. It's just like a psychic void.
I'm just sensing the same kind of psychic void that I was before, but it's definitely coming from this black box here.
Roger that. What rank is Miller again?
Sergeant only.
Alright. Sergeant, should we attempt to capture the anomaly or continue observation?
Chem light free, Arter. Let's poke the bear for a bit.
Roger that. Arter's just gonna pop a green chem light this time, and he's gonna try and chuck it and hit the object.
Okay, roll. Let's see if it...
Yeah, just give it a good wing.
All right. You throw the chem light, and it has a nice parabola as it hits the box and bounces onto the ground and glows. The box itself shows the green light reflecting upon it, but seems to have no further reaction.
I'm not seeing any change.
Miller announces, sorry, who was the one with the box? Who was carrying it?
I think I was grabbing one side of it. Don't know who's grabbing the other.
Yeah, it was lead line, so a few of us would be carrying it in.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to say, well, what would make sense is, Artair, Rob, go secure the objective.
Roger that. Keep us covered.
All right.
Gonna slowly push it. I'm gonna keep like shotgun one arm, just like sort of with the butt in the arm, you know. And I'm just gonna keep it trained directly on it. So if I need to, I can just bang with buckshot.
All right.
I'm going to move probably about 10 meters closer into it and then observe the tree line on the area I was just at to make sure nothing's coming in from another side.
Yeah, the perimeter absolutely tightens up.
Yep. You do so, and you notice nothing in the trees above you at the very least, and looking outside of the perimeter, you still don't see the growth.
All right, about 5 minutes out, I want to put the box down and open it up.
All right, you open up the box. The contents, the lining, and all that are still as they were on the trip over.
Yeah, and I want to slowly.
Looking at the cube, I'm going to designate cube. Looking at the cube, you analyze it for a moment, and you feel like you can hear a slight humming sound as you approach.
Alright, I'm going to stop immediately, keep my gun trained, and I'm going to yell to the Sarge, Sarge, the thing's humming!
Is the cube sitting directly on the ground, or is it like
it's like directly on the ground amidst the leaf pile.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm going to yell to... Artair's yelling to the Sarge. Like, the box is humming!
You know, guys, I think maybe it would be better if we don't, directly touch it. Maybe if we could figure out a way to get it into the box without,
We're putting the box on top of it first.
And then we're rolling the box with it in.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That seems.
I'm going to ask... Artair's just going to pick up one side. We're going to flip it upside down. He's just going to yell to Charlie, Charlie, keep your gun trained on this thing till it's in the box.
How close do you get to the box?
Before, I'd say another meter.
Crate over.
Like we're going to do a meter at a time.
All right.
Guns trained.
When you're within a meter from the box, you hear a stone click.
Okay, I'm going to immediately attempt to drop the box and throw myself away from it.
All right. You do so, but there appears to be no explosion that comes from doing so.
All right.
Rob, who is nearby, observes the top face of the cube and sees that there was a compartment that opened up and something slid up and out of the cube before the compartment closed again.
Did I see that?
Rob did, who was sent to contain with Artair, which would be Bright's character.
Rob?
I yell back to the sergeant. Something just escaped from this thing.
Yeah, Artair's going to immediately grab his shotgun and both hands now directly on the fucking cube. Just slowly start backing up.
The object on the cube in the light is a A very small object, not. It doesn't look biological in form. It is a very small device, shaped, small object shaped entirely like that.
I'm gonna glance down at my compass. Is it still pointing magnetic, or is that going fucky now too?
It's still pointing magnetic.
Okay.
What size is the object in comparison to, let's say, a satchel charge?
In comparison to a satchel charge, I say it's a quarter the size of a satchel charge.
Is it about the size of a deck of playing cards?
It is exactly the size of a deck of playing cards.
Oh, perfect.
Right, okay.
Sarge, permission to arm this thing with explosives.
Permission denied. We are to secure the objective.
Sergeant,
You know what?
Never mind.
Screw this. This thing is going in the box.
Yeah, alright. Artair's gonna reluctantly put his gun back, like, on its sling, grab the box again, and he's going to do this he's gonna look directly at Rob. Rob, I swear to God, if you fucking drop this thing, and this thing fucking moves, I'm shooting both of you.
I'm not the one to cover like a little bitch.
It's better safe than sorry. I don't want to be fucking dead. He's gonna slowly start helping Rob with the box.
Yes,
Mortimer is while all this is going on. Mortimer has taken out his flashlight and is scanning the tree line for in case that thing that was up in the tree is coming out of the tree line. Or
all right, let's assume you have a good consumer flashlight. That's what
he has like
150 meters. Yeah. At best. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. No rolling for perception. You do see something between the trees that is obviously not plant form. Shining your light on this object at 120 meters out from your position is a blue gelatinous substance just slowly rolling across the ground.
Is it coming from the same direction as the chem lights?
It is coming from the same direction as the chem lights, though there is a small divergence from the track.
Right.
Guys, I think you should take a look at this.
Yeah, James is already putting the silencer on his rifle.
Miller calls out, Artair, Rob, continue securing the objective. All guns face Mortimer's direction.
Sarge, that's going to leave us without protection.
Sarge, I'll still cover Rob. Everybody else train on that. And Artair.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Dick.
Hey, I'm bad with names. Go fuck yourself and keep practicing ballet.
Mortimer
move the box.
Lifts up his rifle to point at the blue goop.
All right, I take it right that we've now started to put the box over the target.
Yep. The sooner this thing is in the box, the sooner we can contain.
As soon as we've got it like squared up, Artair's dropping the box to the ground, so it covers the whole thing at once.
Yep. All right. The humming from the box quiets significantly.
Yeah.
It no longer sounds like a quiet microwave. It sounds like a suppressed microwave.
Yeah. James is doing a quick check of his night vision to see if the interference of the lead with the box is restored.
The interference is now much lighter.
Is it now just like a Gen 2 again?
Yes.
Boss really does have the best microwave silencers.
Artez flicking the nods back on as well. Right, Rob, we got vision again.
All right, and for those of you looking
He's
at
going to start.
the maglite
Rob,
direction,
I'm going to say, Rob, I'm going to roll this box now. Get the lid ready.
I'm in position.
All right, Artez then going to immediately, very quickly, flip the box so that the open face is available.
Okay. In the jostling, the deck of cards falls out.
Oh, shit. Rob?
Grab a stick.
I grab my 2 telescopic batons and try to put the thing back in without touching it.
Like those juggling sticks.
Just flicking all the cards back in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ted's going to draw his handgun. He's just going to point it right at the fucking cards. I'm not taking any risks.
This really isn't a good time for 52 pickup, guys.
This would be a
Go
really
for
good
it.
time
Trying to pick up 52.
for one of those T-Rex head trash grabbers.
You keep this up, Mortimer. One of these bullets is going to end up in you, let alone the fucking cards.
All right, who's facing the? I guess it's
Rob's
just
looking at the
Mortimer and John that are looking at the creature.
Well, no, Sergeant was looking at the tree line as well.
Yeah, Miller's
James.
also doing it, but he has to glance
So we've
between
got-
the two of you.
Yeah, it's 3 people on the box, 3 people on the fucking goo.
Miller calls out to John, put a round in that thing. Let's see how it likes lead.
Who's John?
Are you John? Or were you
James? James.
I need to put your.
You're John now.
you hear
your name,
quick.
Your name changes all the time, Handy.
Anything beginning with a G. Yeah, Handy.
You're
That is
John
it.
now from all the police reports they had to scrub describing you.
You hear a quick 3 shots just.
All right. Looking at the. Well, I'll do a roll.
Please.
Yeah, we need to know how accurate.
All right.
Cool.
You have the most excellent pairing in the world for what? It's a suppressed rifle. Yeah, you have an incredibly good pairing. Marksman would love to have you on the squad. However, the accuracy doesn't seem to be of much consequence, as you make perfect ripples across the surface of this gelatinous creature, and it doesn't seem to slow its progress any.
James just turns his head to the sergeant and shakes his head sadly. No.
Okay, so
Miller
we've
announces,
managed.
Ballistics ineffective.
Do you want me to try my taser there, Sergeant?
You have to get very close.
How's our progress of stuffing the cards back in the box?
I'd say we're getting the lid on now. Like, fastening it.
You're just now finishing rushing that.
Right. Have we got the lid on, like, does it just now need to be secured onto the box again?
Yep, tap a few nails into it.
Yeah, Artez going to very fucking frantically just get that fucking lid on.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm covering him with the rifle.
I'm gonna move up to their position, so you got the 3 of us around the box.
All right. Is it secure now? Can be
the box being the lid being secure on the box? You still have interference to what, that second grade degree? Yeah, you still have that degree of interference.
But it's closer to Gen 3 again, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can radio back in to let them know that we got the box on, the lid's secure, but we got some weird gelatinous cube or blob coming at us, and we still got to get out.
Yeah,
Alright, Altair's gonna
the
yell at them.
interference would lower if I wrap the thing with that cord.
Altair's just gonna yell
Nuts.
at the sergeant. Sarge, if ballistics are ineffective, what about explosives?
Refrain from that for now. We'll get some boys on it and out of the field. The box is the objective.
Roger that. Package secure.
All right, retreat to formation and clear 200 meters west. Put distance between us and this thing.
All right. Altair, as he grabs his side of the box, he's just gonna crack a yellow chem light, drop it on the ground.
Let's go.
I'll grab the box for you for a minute, and I'm gonna suggest that you change out your loadout for those nice flaming rounds in case they might be more useful than lead.
Yeah, Altair's gonna spend a minute just unloading the rifle, unloading the shotgun, putting all the ammo back in their pockets, and then putting the same thing in, but the other way around. So Dragon Breath goes in last.
Mortimer will keep his flashlight trained on the gelatinous blob and let his rifle down let it hang on the sling and take out his taser gun.
James will just stare at his flashbang and then shake it at the sergeant questioningly.
In fact, Altair just he's just gonna ghost load an extra Dragon's Breath into the chamber.
That's how you got to do.
Keep tight on munitions till we know what's effective. James.
Yep.
Should I let me bring
I've got my side of the box again. I've got my shotgun under my shoulder as well.
All right. Yep. The creature gets within 50 meters, and it is where Miller says it's go time, people.
All right.
Triangle around the load carriers and.
Yeah, Altair's going to fucking lift it up, look at Rob, and just give him a swift nod, and he's gonna say, "Rush it."
And
and he's gonna quick march out.
Keep in formation about every 15 minutes. We should have somebody switch out with one of the box carriers so that we don't tire them out too quickly and can keep a faster pace.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think wouldn't swapping cost us too much time?
Not if
we do it on the move.
Yeah.
There's 3 people on the box right now. So
it's one switches out, a couple minutes later another one. You don't just drop it and then have new people pick it up. You keep moving as you're going.
Let's go.
Okay.
How quick is that thing following us? Because Altair's going to start dropping chem lights every 50 again.
It seems to be moving 50 meters a minute, so it's not a present danger, but it is following you.
Roger that. Yeah.
Sergeant Miller, if we run across another one of those things that's a bit closer, I do have some thermite grenades. Those might be more effective.
He considers this for a moment. He says, granted.
Sarge, I do have Dragon's Breath.
Mortimer is going to, upon that insinuation that there might be more of them, Mortimer is going to try and sense if he can sense any more in the area.
Okay, roll the dice. Okay, try.
Wonderful.
Nice roll. Nice.
A little bit less. Oof. Yeah,
Turns out that was the only 6.
You do not
Everything's
sense that.
perfectly fine.
Well, shouldn't a 1 give either a false reading or just nothing?
Yes, he reads nothing.
Alright. Can Altair make
a false rating?
Can Altair make some sort of check, just on the surroundings, a combat assessment?
Repeat.
Yeah, James would be keeping surveillance as well.
Just
That
waiting for
that
permission.
that is granted by
All
DM.
right. Yeah,
just waiting for permission to start dropping satchel charges.
Yeah, Artez's just gonna like put his shotgun right on the sling and grab the box with both hands, just so we can move a little bit quicker.
All right.
Yeah. At what pace is Slimer moving at us?
Like I said,
50 a minute.
50 a minute. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm dropping chem lights every 50, so we've got a good vision of where it'll be.
Yeah, by the time you're 300 meters out, the thing isn't in sight.
All right.
But you,
Artez's just gonna look at the side.
Strangely enough, wolf howling.
All right.
Okay. Artez's gonna look at the Sarge. Say, Sarge, you hear that too, right? Can we take a second for a combat assessment of the area? Not combat assessment, just an assessment of the area. All right. Artez's gonna put the box down. He's gonna take out his revolver. He's gonna load silver in it.
Yeah. The frag grenades in James's hand.
Well, I've got stingers, so less than lethal.
I'm just gonna radio back into Good Boys to give them a full sit rep.
All right.
Including our current location.
You radio them in, and you hear every other word that they're saying.
Alright. Just keep trying.
You can assume that's a bad copy so far.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, at least they're getting something, and, give them a 10-digit grid. They should be able to, at least get a 5-digit grid out of it to figure out where the fuck we are, mostly.
How close are we to the buggy at this point?
We're going back to the truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or were we going to the... Oh, we're going up
straight to the buggy. Straight to the buggy.
Okay.
You would be...
Artez's just gonna...
click onto this and move it.
It was...
You are a great few miles south of Buggy.
Yeah, Buggy was 5 miles north.
Yeah, the truck is actually way closer because I missed the map and didn't see that there was roads even closer by.
I thought we were going back to the truck to start with, but if we're going to
you're doing a wide diver around the obstruction.
Yeah.
No. Well, I suppose we'll stop past the Sarge. Artez's just going to check his GPS, and he's just going to yell, Sarge, should we head straight back to the truck or straight to the buggy? It's quite a distance to the exfil. Is there anything coming up on the GPS, or is it still fucked?
He rubs his chin at this current stop, and he says, short on experts. Box is just fucking with signals coming in and out, I assume, right?
As far as I can tell, it's incoming signals, not so much outgoing signals. Doesn't affect anything mechanically so far.
The truck would
not be magnetic.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything up on the GPS? Have you got any reading of where we are, or is it still FUBAR?
Heavy artifacting. Yeah,
right, but is the position still readable?
You're still in the state of Missouri, if that's what you're asking.
Right, we just don't have exacting coordinates.
I mean,
Missouri can read.
We have decent coordinates, since my guy is an old school motherfucker with a compass.
Yeah, I know.
Just that GPS accurate.
Compass can read the stars and footprints for Bigfoot.
Yeah, it has a map as well, which is definitely useful.
Yes. especially cataloging our way in, verifying with GPS. It's relatively easy to dead reckon your location on the way out.
All right, Charlie, whereabouts do you reckon we are, and how rough's the terrain looking?
Well,
let's have Charlie roll.
All right, you want to roll for me, or is there a /R thing?
Yes. I can do that.
Yeah, because
if
the terrain's rough.
Thanks, Sprite. Ooh, okay.
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah,
Right.
you have a good location. You are a mile away from the nearest road, but that is even that is a mile north of where the vehicle is parked.
Yeah,
because you parked it in the middle of the woods somewhere.
yeah. So we got what, about half a mile to the truck, and then another mile to the road.
Yes, let's say that.
Yeah, we're not taking it through residential.
No.
All right.
Unless you want to get some
how's the
very
terrain
odd
looking,
complaints.
Yeah.
The terrain is only slightly mountainous, or not mountainous.
So rough terrain, or
only slightly rough. Moving east to west doesn't seem to be an issue, but moving south and north is probably the more strenuous.
So I reckon we should just go across as far as we can, and then try and make our way directly to it.
As long as the topography dictates that, yeah.
All right.
So we're heading for the truck then, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure we don't run into Grimace again.
Mortimer, could you swap out with Rob?
Yeah, I can
Give
do
him
that.
a chance
One
to
of you guys
breathe.
want to take the flashlight here
I'm taking
keep an eye on that thing?
I'm taking
He's taking the torch.
Artez's going to drop another green cam light, and then go back to the red he's been using on the move.
All right. You come a bit further towards the direction of the mountain road, which is I think a vehicle or two can pass through it at a time.
Are we still moving at double time?
Miller allows you to slow down to single time just to keep awareness.
Just a quick.
Hasn't caught up. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're still keeping eyes out for that howl.
Yes, Uzlu does allow the roll feature apparently.
So I imagine Artez getting kind of winded with this box now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear wolves once more howling. This time
More than one?
significantly closer. You hear one and then another.
James, you swap out with me?
Yep.
It's time to give it time with this box.
Yeah, James will quietly slip in, jump on the box.
Yeah, Artez's gonna slow down a bit as well. Now he's not carrying it, just put his shotgun back in his hands. Again, keeping it high ready.
What direction are the wolves coming from?
I was going to say, could Mortimer get like a psychic impression of which direction the wolves are?
Well, first, the direction the wolves were basically north and south the first time you heard them, and now they're northwest, southwest. And
so
Mortimer can do a psychic ping.
Is that like somewhere in the direction of the truck? One of them?
The truck is loosely in the southeast, but you don't want to head in that direction because the slime is somewhere in the east.
Yeah.
Okay, Mortimer can feel hunger, anger, and hunger and anger from the northwest and southwest. The southwest emotion is strong, and it is much closer, within 100 meters. No, 150.
All right. Arte's going to swap back his shotgun to the original loading. So it's buckshot slug. Well, then he's just going to unload one dragon's breath and put a slug in.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Sarge, does boss's non-lethality towards civilian count towards wolves?
That's a negative. As long as you kept your munitions street legal.
Yes, yours are.
Sarge,
puts away grenades.
Sarge, would you consider stingers street legal?
What the fuck is
who's got flashbangs?
I got flashbangs.
Yeah, all right. Well, when
he's got a bit of everything.
James just kind of smiles as there's 3 on his vest.
Well, James, Rob, I reckon it's time to prep those. If it's a wolf and not something fucky, should scare it off.
All right,
they're very hungry and they're very angry. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
I wonder if I could get I wonder if I could get a wolf to play fetch with a thermite grenade.
Well, you might have the opportunity because you hear the pine trees shaking as and wondering what it is. You one or two curious
point my gun at it.
Raise your sights and your guns away from the ground, and you see up above among the tree branches, you see a humanoid-shaped wolven figure.
That's
Arte's immediately taking aim. And I'm squeezing off a shot at it.
That's also going to take a 338 Lapua. Or 337 Lapua.
So it's taking a slug and a Lapua.
And we're all about to take a silver shower.
All right.
James is dropping the box, pulling the pin on the silver grenade, and tossing it directly over us.
My God, we're gonna die because of you.
Okay, let's get a roll for that silver grenade first.
Red
bet you're gonna enjoy not taking the fucking cards now.
If you fuck us, I swear to God.
Oh, right. I'm the one that's rolling this. So I'm the one that's fucking you with this. Ooh, 3.
Not bad, not terrible.
Cocked.
It's just it should be in the area of it.
Yeah, so you time your grenade throw so it's approximately gonna blow up in midair. And you seem to have mistimed it. You threw it over the shoulder of the creature, and it exploded some space behind it. Though it does jolt forward a bit, so it must have been hit by some shrapnel. And it yelps aloud. Miller says, after a delay, weapons free. Open fire.
Yeah. Artes squeezing off a slug, wrecking it, and then fucking keeping an aim on it because he's only got Dragon's Breath next.
Dragon's Breath goes up to 15 feet.
Is it 15 feet, Verden?
You don't ask me, I don't know.
Well, how far
it's only got 2 feet.
How is 15 feet in fucking meters?
That's about 5.
Yeah,
a little less.
That's fuck all.
Well, I mean, if it's close, it's a lot of fire.
All right, I guess I'm rolling for our tier next. Slug.
And now you know why no one's seriously
Damn.
Damn it! Wait, hang on. I'm fucking commando. I should have like bonuses to this
yes,
shit.
it is. Yeah, I'll give you a 2-point weight for that. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, so you
hands,
at least hit with it or graze with it at least.
So if I'd have gotten that
considering
6,
range.
I could have fucking gotten 8 and just fucking nailed it dead.
Yes, the consideration for the ammunition type is still held.
Yeah. All right. Artez immediately going to rack it open and ghost load another slug.
Okay.
All right.
One slug goes grazes past the arm. It appears to take a chunk out of the creature, if nothing else.
And it's /R_D6 or 1d6 for Discord.
Just /roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slash roll.
It's slash roll. It will default to 1d6.
Oh, cool. 5. And just for clarification, it is the ammunition size on the right side of this picture.
Where were you rolling? Oh, Arcane first session. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big round.
338 Lapua Magnum.
Okay. Yeah,
you don't get any bonuses, do you?
I don't know if I get bonuses for being a hunter.
Well, I'm going to say long.
It is a hunting rifle and a hunting cartridge.
Yeah, you're not a civilian specialty. I'm going to give you a 1.
And
for that.
well, hold on. He is hunting a cryptid.
And I
yes, but he has a very generalist, despite his specific specialty. Though he has the knowledge that if this was silver, it would work much better.
Hang on, his specialty is tracking, so he shouldn't get a 2 for that stuff. So just a 1 for this.
If he were chasing it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we might need to. We definitely want to. I want this thing dead.
Too bad I didn't specify.
Much.
Too bad I didn't specify green tip armor piercing ammo.
Mortimer will raise his rifle and he has an AR and he'll fire 3 quick shots at the wolf creature.
Come on, crack shot.
Crack shot indeed.
You miss.
He barely hits the tree that's next to the creature.
Artez just gonna yell, Mortimer, you fucking idiot.
Rob takes a shot.
Alright. I didn't even report what Charlie's result was.
Right? I'm still waiting to see what happened.
Wait, what did Charlie do again?
4 there. Alright, Charlie's the round impacts the chest of the creature and it staggers back considering the force behind the size of the bullet, and it is pushed down from the tree and lands in the forest below.
What's Miller doing now, though? Is he also taking a shot?
Alright, first bright, result is 4, and you have what, just regular rifle that you're firing at it?
It's a scout rifle.
Okay. Yep, so you put some rounds into it. Miller, he sifts through his kit real quick and pulls out. Yep. He swaps a mag for one with blue tape on it and fires a burst. Oh, come on.
2.
It is a little cocked.
Does he not get bonuses?
Yeah, he has bonuses. Though only 1
So
because he has space soldier.
Isn't that just at least a hit, though?
Yeah, it's an at least a hit. So that thing is somewhat significantly wounded.
We've really hurt this thing.
Yeah.
It's missing part of its arm. It's got fucking Lapua in the chest. It's been hit by silver in the back. This thing is not having a good day.
And Wolfsbane in the front, thanks to Miller.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, was that what you fired?
Yeah.
Anti-werewolf.
Always be prepared.
There's also silver dust
Why do you
surrounding
think I brought the
all of
silver?
us.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
There's
is
also
true.
just a cloud of silver dust. So if it runs fucking in,
If it inhales, it's gonna have a bad day.
All right. Next thing that happens from the while you're generally engaging from the firefight or in the firefight, you hear from the northwest something snarling and barking, and those of you on the right side of the formation, whatever that may be, volunteer yourselves.
Oh, well, let's actually establish that first.
Miller was somewhere in the center.
I'd moved away from the box, which I'd imagine
Yeah.
would be dead center.
yeah, I was on the box.
Yeah,
So I'm on
Mortimer was
one of the
box
sides.
as well.
And
One
I
of the
was
sides
towards
covering one of the carriers.
James
I was
left
towards the
our-
direction that we were heading because I was kind of guiding everybody out.
Yeah,
So-
Charlie
so-
front. Let's say.
So should we just
Rob right, more
roll-
toward left? You know, I'm gonna say that the formation is almost exactly the way the table is laid out. 'Cause that's easier
Except
on
whoever's
me.
carrying the box is in the middle.
Yeah,
Yes, more
Okay.
more middle, but they're still technically right side.
So
yeah,
I'm
James and
technically on the
Artero
right
are
front.
in the correct spot because we would have been watching the 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I'm more to the front on the right then. So it's me and Rob again. Fuck.
Time to get obliterated by werewolves.
Okay.
Well,
Can Artero... Hang
you
on.
said
Does
there was-
Artero have time to... Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, does Artero have time to, like, get the revolver ready with the silver round? Or silver rounds?
It's not loaded with the silver rounds yet, right?
Yeah, I specified earlier when we were at the cards. And he
Yeah.
was pulling out the...
Yeah, it was loaded with the silver rounds then.
Yeah, and he's loading those 3 silver in.
Okay.
So they'd be the next shots.
Then is it street legal? Yes.
I mean, it is.
Apparently
It's
with the
44.
right signing.
No. Silver rounds, there is no prohibition against. People just don't use them because
Graves.
it's stupid expensive.
I was looking at the chat. Uzo was asking about the Maxim.
I mean, if we get permits,
You get permits. Yes.
yeah, we could turn the fucking truck into a Maxim technical.
I don't know if that's street
That's if
legal.
we do
but
get
if
it
it's
good enough
technical,
to get
but-
Alright, so-
upgraded to a Helix.
Artero's gonna keep.
Anyway.
Yeah, Artero's gonna keep the revolver in his cocking hand, just so that he can still rack
But
the shotgun.
As a reaction, though, you can look over and see that within 30 meters, there's a werewolf charging poor Rob
Ooh.
there. You can squeeze off
Okay.
around.
Wait, do I have time to squeeze off around with either my shotgun or my revolver, or is it just the revolver?
Either or, you got to make the decision. You either drop your revolver or you let your shotgun sling take weight.
Alright. I'm letting the sling take it. It's built for it. That's what it's literally designed for. I'm aiming and I'm cracking one off at it.
All right. Do you want to roll with Usul or you want to roll with me?
God damn it.
Okay, let me psych myself up. Rob, you owe me for this. And first session.
I hope I'm going to owe you for this.
It's a 3. It's a 3. It's bonuses.
It is a 3. So you do you squeeze off around. It would have gone way fucking high if you weren't trained. You smack this thing in the shoulder, barely slowing its approach.
Does it at least react to it?
Yeah, it does react to it, and
Does it give Rob enough time to squeeze one off?
yep. Rob, you can turn yourself about, feeling You're feeling the wolf breath down your neck.
And hearing the echo of a 44 in your ear.
Let's try to fucking hit this thing.
Slap it in the face.
That's 3-1 bonus, isn't it?
What weapon are you carrying there, Rob?
It's a scout rifle. It's just a rifle. I don't think I should have it.
Yeah, that's just a 3. I was gonna get if you had a handgun, I would have given you 1 bonus for that, but criminals and all.
Look, it's not. I'm not a black criminal. Come on.
No, you'd have a bike if you were.
Hang on, we can see this thing now. Does it look like a fucking werewolf, or is it just a regular wolf?
Oh, it is definitely lycanthropic, and it's
Okay.
It's 9 feet tall.
Can I tell yell just Sarge?
So it gets hit by Rob, right?
Yes, it does. To what's your ammunition? Regular.
He's just using regular.
Yeah.
Would be FMJ, wouldn't it?
Sounds astute.
It would be full metal.
Full metal, standard hunting round as well.
Yeah.
It does more as an impact device than it does as a penetrating device.
So it slows it down again.
How far away do you think this would be from me at this point?
Judging by your position, you're probably not more than 5 meters away from Rob. I'm guessing.
And you said it's 9 feet.
5 meters out now.
Well, and the werewolf's 9 foot tall.
Yes.
Probably pretty big, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're in combat ready, like crouched. So
slash roll. I'm gonna go throw an incendiary grenade at it.
You better fucking roll high.
Roll
I'm
high.
right next to Rob.
4.
I'm just getting ready to dodge and roll.
Incendiary grenades, just FYI, they don't really explode much. They just they burn at about 4,000 degrees.
Very hot gas, yes.
I brought flashbangs because they said non-lethal, and those still burn at 1,000.
Yeah, no, it takes it takes about 25 seconds for incendiary grenade to melt through an engine block.
Jeez.
That's you better. So you got a 4.
I wonder what it does to Rob's face.
Well, I got a 4, so hopefully, since I was throwing it at the werewolf, not at Rob.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you did say earlier that a 4 was like very close.
Rob just gets a sunburn.
6 natural is perfect accuracy. 1 natural is 9 never hit.
Yeah.
With exceptions. Yeah. So you throw the grenade. You're able to catch the werewolf in its stride, so the grenade doesn't sail past the werewolf, and it bursts. Well, not the werewolf, though the werewolf does have some now flaming hairs all around it, and it's
not happy.
More than not happy. It has halted its momentum, throwing itself to the ground.
I love the smell.
Right.
I love the smell of burnt wolf in the morning.
Breathing silver
time
deeply.
to take an aimed shot now, not just a quick reaction.
Yeah, James is looking at the other injured to make sure we put it down.
How close is it to us?
The injured or the thermite?
James has eyes on the injured.
The thermite is 10 meters from Rob. The injured one is 80 meters at forest floor.
Right. Well, as long as someone keeps, like, I'd say half the group keeps their eyes on that one, we've got this one. I'd say now.
What's the approximate range? What's the approximate range of a flashbang? Could I just fucking flashbang this thing while it's on the floor?
Yeah, I want to know: am I in range of Dragon's Breath?
If you approach a bit more, you're in range of Dragon's Breath. Yes.
Right. Altair's immediately just gonna yell, "Fuck you!"
First, Miller's gonna squeeze off some rounds at the injured one. Bam!
Damn.
he squeezes
with his bonus.
Yep, with his bonus, he squeezes off 3 towards the head, 2 hit, and that's 1 werewolf.
Yo, yeah. Altair's yelling, "Fuck you!" It's like racking it to the Dragon's Breath again, and fucking taking aim center mass.
All right.
Squeezing one off.
All right. Squeeze one. Do your roll.
Yeah. Right. No, it's a hit because it's 3.
It is a hit, but you get some scorching wounds on its toes. That's
yeah. But remember how close I am? We're right up close. This is very close range. Is it? Did I not get anything for that?
It was also rolling around frantically because its fucking body's melting.
Well, at least it now can't charge us because its leg is disabled. Altair's going to immediately back up and load again.
These werewolves are fucking paid actors.
Yeah,
man,
we're putting down fire on the injured one.
I take it's probably Rob gets a good shot at it now, or Modu.
I'm considering just dropping a satchel charge on it and
yeah.
A quick question to James. You just had 1 grenade?
Only had the 1 silver grenade.
Okay. Erasing that from your inventory.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've marked down what ammunition I've used as well.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, James gets a good hit on the one that's down, and regular ammunition doesn't seem to have any further effect on the creature.
5.56, keeping it injured.
Just keeping it down. Do I still have time to revolver again now?
Yeah, you have definitely time to revolver again because it's
right.
That thing's in.
I wanted
Mortimer. Mortimer knows that this thing is in immense fucking pain.
Yeah, I want to take my time with this one. I really want to aim very, very carefully with this silver bullet.
Okay.
So Altair's taking his time. He's leveling his aim, calming himself, and he wants to very deliberately, very carefully try and aim center mass, upwards, towards the heart area.
Okay. Let's see if that roll assists you.
Hey, yo.
Thank God.
Yo, baby. Yo.
All
That's
right.
7, is it?
You put out another werewolf.
Fuck yeah.
What channel are you guys using the robot in?
They're
Arcane first session.
First session. Yeah.
Where is that at?
That,
under event
scheduling.
announcements.
I'll ping you there so you can see it.
So Altair's got 1 silver bullet left.
All right.
Yeah.
Miller says, "Hostiles down. Cookie, pick out the box and let's get moving again. We'll signal coordinates for people on site to take care of this." He says,
right.
looking at the smoking debris of 1 werewolf and the forest floor around it. Thankfully, though, thermite melts things more than it just sets them on fire.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, no, I hit it with Dragon's Breath, so it is also on fire.
Yeah.
Thank you for causing a forest fire in Missouri.
Only you can cause forest fires.
While Artair admires his beautiful work,
Yes.
James
Do you think
throws
Arcane cares that he calls the forest fire? He's happy.
He shoulders his rifle and gets ready to pick up the crate.
Yeah,
Alright.
Arte's just going to load back. This time he's going to unload shotgun while we're moving and load in alternating slug, buck, dragon's breath.
Rob is gonna help with the crate.
Can Mortimer sense any other dangers, or was it just the two werewolves?
Do a roll for your mental ping. Yeah, you can sense the hungry being approaching.
It's approaching any
200
quicker.
meters. It's within 200 meters.
Right. Arte's going to drop 2 chem lights, 2 yellow,
Alright.
and then back to the red on the move.
And I will radio in as we're moving forward.
Yeah. Just tell them that it's marked by yellow chem lights.
All right, and once
Gotcha.
more, you're getting every other word from the good boys.
Does it sound like some sort of confirmation?
To
If
the
it's-
extent they can take, yes.
Yeah. So they're getting something. They have an idea of what's going on. It's just not clear.
Yeah. Well, the chem lights last for a fucking long time, so.
Well, let's hurry this along. I
Hopefully,
don't
no
wanna see if,
civvy helicopters are flying over the area right now.
Well, the corpo, the fucking organization deal with that. That's not our job.
They are keeping the air traffic. Don't worry.
Wait, can they even fly? I mean, we got the anomaly.
The area. Oh no! It didn't crash any planes. It just messed up with its signal. Like with you guys, it messed up with its GPS and its.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
and
it just
radio
disrupts
signals,
it. It doesn't break it.
So essentially, the guy said, "Well, there's a space over these woods that cause problems," and air traffic told the Foundation.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, planes would just be far enough that they'd just get distortion. They wouldn't. It doesn't make sense that they'd be out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. I don't want to see if this forest has more werewolves.
Yeah.
I'll say on like an adrenaline high, really happy with himself, is going to say, "James, I'll take over from the box for you now."
Yeah. So
just
I'll keep
dead happy, massive grin on his face.
Yeah, James just swaps out. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep moving forward. Radio in. Got my last incendiary grenade unclipped in case we get that thing showing up, because lead didn't seem to work, but maybe fire does.
Silver might, fire might.
Rob is a bit disappointed that he didn't get to use any of his explosives.
Don't worry, Rob. There's always next time.
I don't want to try explosives on goo, lest it splatter. That might not be good for us.
Sad explosive boy noises.
Should have brought more incendiary.
yeah. Rob just lights a very sad black cat and throws it in the forest. Man,
He has a cherry bomb just for these sad occasions.
No, not lethal.
So I take it
American soil, civilian casualties.
Yeah. Going full speed back to the truck. Got to get this in here and get the fuck out.
Yep.
Well, no, we've got to get it on the truck, get it to the buggy, then get out with the buggy.
Oh no,
Well,
not the. You don't have to get out.
We don't have to get the buggy was in case the truck had problems.
We just have to cover it
We're
and
going to
lose
find out
hay.
if the truck has problems.
Hey, as long as we can get it moving, that's the important part.
True, as long as we can start the engine and get it into like first gear.
Yep.
Yeah, James's head's on a swivel.
Yeah, Artez very happy with himself, but he's still at least paying attention.
All right.
Maybe not the best attention, but attention.
You're getting within, as you progress, because you don't have to worry about outpacing the slime, and fire doesn't seem to be following you that quickly.
Yeah.
You easily get within a couple hundred meters of the truck, and you are within sight of its if you weren't on nods, white paint.
I'm gonna ask everybody to hold for a minute and run up to the truck, because if it fucks with the ignition, I want it running first.
First off, Mortimer, ping.
I don't know.
Okay, 4. Yeah, that definitely does tell you something. As Grave is running up, or Charlie's running up, you sense a disturbance in your empathic link. Something is there that ought not be in the pathway between you guys and the truck. It is a 5-meter radius space, about 2 meters off the ground, that seems to be sucking things into it.
Charlie, stop.
I stop.
There's something there. It's something. There's some kind of danger there.
All right. As
Give us any information about it?
looking with his nods, and he said you have one nod, right? So it's one eye.
Monocular.
Yeah.
We've all got
The
monocular.
nod doesn't see anything, but with your bare eye, when you stop focusing on the nod, you can see about 20 meters ahead that leaves are moving into, upwards actually, and turning into small bits from the forest floor.
All right. I don't want to be in whatever that is. So if that's about 20 meters ahead, are the leaves on the ground where I'm at moving, or are those still out of its radius?
They're out of the radius, so they're not moving.
Okay, so I'll give it about a 20-meter berth going around.
Yeah, Arte's immediately dropping the box, aiming his gun at it.
So you're saying this area is mulching the leaves?
No.
Like you said, there was residual.
It's like the leaves are drifting up, and then the leaves are disintegrating, essentially.
Oh.
Right.
Sergeant, the leaves are being crammed into a very small hole in space.
Like they're being sucked into a black hole.
Where's the journalist when you need one?
How's the visual on the truck?
The truck is another 50 meters beyond it.
Okay.
Thankfully, whatever this hole is not in between yourselves and the truck.
Yeah.
So we're between that hole and the truck.
Yeah. Arte's going to ask Sarge.
Truck, yes.
Oh, okay.
Arte's going to ask Sarge. Sarge, I'm going to throw a chem light at it. Can you, do you have positive confirmation on the anomaly?
Charlie, did you report back about the anomaly besides what Mort's warning was?
Yep, sorry. I thought we already had it because we were discussing. Sorry.
Yeah, so with the, roughly 20-meter radius, I'm going to let them know what it is, because I see it before moving forward and wait for Sarge's clear to, skirt around it, giving it at least a 20-meter radius.
Miller says, Charlie, go ahead and throw a rock in there or something. See if it has a boundary around the vehicle.
All right, I'll start with a about a palm-sized rock.
Okay.
It just breaks the window.
Do you throw it in the direction of the rift or off the side or what?
Basically, I'm trying to go as close as I can to the rift to see where it starts getting sucked in, but not directly at it because it's going to get sucked in if I throw it directly at it.
Yeah.
So, kind of a rock perimeter, like tossing them out. Like, where is this thing going?
You throw a few feet to either side of where you see the stuff disappearing to, and you see the rocks slowly drift on the outer edge before being pulled into orbit of this hole, and they meet a similar end to the leaves.
Yeah.
Though a couple feet outside of that radius has no effect on the rocks.
Yep. So just reporting that back and kind of pointing out essentially like, all right, stay on this side of the line. Don't get any closer.
Arte's just gonna take like some blue chem lights. And he's just gonna take like a handful of them, crack them all, and he's just gonna start like tossing them where it looks safe. Just so we've got like a very visible edge, so no one makes a mistake.
We're looking for that blob.
All right. Thankfully, you don't spend much time going around the truck. Well, Charlie doesn't have to spend much time going around the hole to get to the truck. So the blob isn't in sight yet. You're able to successfully start the vehicle, granted that you have the keys.
Well, yeah.
Well, we left the keys in the truck.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's no crackheads wandering in the woods at.
We had an argument about this. I
fucking
fucking insisted because it makes sense.
It's the organization's responsibility to make sure there's no crackheads in these woods. All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
we're just here to get the
do
options.
a cordon around a fucking residential area that's near a forest.
No, but well, whatever. It's company property.
Yeah, we got the keys. We got the truck started. We got the blue chem lights telling everybody don't get any closer than.
Yeah. And Altair's gonna help shift the box around the perimeter, like giving a good 5 meters away from the chem lights even. Just very cautious around it.
Okay.
He's gonna help load it into the back of the truck.
And
James
loading it onto the truck, aside from the radio on the truck not being as nice as the ride over, there seems to be no mechanical issues.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be able to use like CDs?
Does it look like?
Did
does it look
you
like
bring
that?
CDs?
The only
CDs
CDs no. The only CD we have
No,
is
you shut
Fortunate
your
Son.
fucking.
Does it?
No, I'm glad you chose that direction, right? Because
Did it look like that area? Did it look like that Thanos area? Was moving at all?
Yeah, it just suck up the chem lights if it's moving.
Okay, so I think James would have left a trap for the blob. Just a small pile of beef jerky on the opposite side.
I was not allowed to bring landmines. Don't look at me.
Did you bring wire?
I brought that cord, all right. I could theoretically.
That's not the same.
This is what I'm putting on the radio for the drive back.
Nothing but caramel dancing. Let's go.
Yeah, caramel dancing.
Okay.
It's got to be. I'll get the fucking chem lights out even.
And anyhow, the dog in a pile of treats. That's nice. Anyhow, you start. You drive back. It is a rough drive back through the woods. I'm assuming you turn your headlamps on to make the ride back easier.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
we've still got
driving
nods.
back using nods.
Nods. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Artez's gonna sit in. Artez's gonna sit in the back, like on the bed with the box. Nods on, fucking gun at the ready.
Well, 3 minimum have to be in the back of the box.
Yeah, what I'm saying is Artez specifically
called
there with his
shotgun?
rifle,
Yeah.
with the shotgun loaded with slug in his hand.
I'm just sitting in the back waiting to drop charges at the back of the vehicle.
Yeah, James is back there
God.
too.
Oh god, it's gonna be like the fucking chase scene again. Fucking Ratmobile.
Hey, I'm just gonna reach into my pouch and hand back and go. If you see that slime thing, here's the other incendiary grenade.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right,
Artez's
you
gonna keep
get-
dropping like red. Hang on, Artez's gonna keep dropping red chem lights like every 200 meters now. Now that
How
we're
many
driving.
chem lights do you have?
All of
I
them?
will be pretty much out now.
Yeah,
Like almost out of red lights. I've got,
You'll
like, maybe
you'll
one,
be out
two.
like 500 meters away from the
Yeah,
from the road.
I'll be out of red anyway. I should have some green, yellow,
All right,
but that'll be about it.
and now you're back on a serviceable roadster vehicle. Driving on your way out of the woods, you notice a suspicious, heavily tinted windows, black SUV drive right by you.
Yeah, Artez aiming the shotgun directly at it.
See,
God
you
damn
guys
it.
said that there weren't going to be any crackheads around here, but that's clearly a crack dealer driving an SUV like that.
Am I able to like keep my aim on, like to drive the side?
You don't
see
just
the
immediately
driver.
present weapons. God damn it! They could be on our side.
Remember that you're in civilian garb and
Oh right, okay. No, Artez's gonna. Can Artez just
does
like
it look-
keep it ready, like
Does it-
hidden under the bed, like the walls of the bed of the
Okay.
truck, just
Yes.
ready, aimed at it.
Does it look like the cops, perhaps?
It's absolutely.
you see. Well, one, you didn't see the giant fucking laptop in the front seat as you drove by.
Do I have visual
but you
with
don't
my
see
nods?
clear lights on it.
Is it a government plate?
Those level 5 plates. That's what I'm interested in.
You check
looking at
and
the-
you don't actually see a plate on it.
Okay, yeah, Artez.
Yeah,
Do you relay that to the rest of us?
No, I'll hit Art, and I'll point at the rear bumper.
Okay, Artez. Feeling it coming on.
There's-
But the vehicle doesn't slow as it doesn't slow as it passes you by, and it keeps going on its way. Strangely enough, it's going in the direction of the of where you picked up the objective.
That's fine.
Can we slow down to see if he runs into that 20-meter fucking vacuum?
That was off in the forest
No.
trail.
Oh, damn it.
No, we're not slowing down. I'm gonna fucking pound. Artez pounds like on the back window and says, "Speed the fuck up!"
We should
not
try to get in
too-
contact with Good Boys to see if it's one of theirs.
Not to arouse suspicion, since this is a main road, probably in the middle of nowhere. I'll be going about 75, 80 miles an hour. You know, the standard speed limit.
A little bit faster, please.
Yep, Miller steps on it, and
Yeah.
within an hour, you're back on highway, and you're arrived safely in Salem.
Oh, thank God. Are we at the exfil point?
Yes, you arrive at the exfil point, and there's some a plainclothes and clothed individual greeting you in a shady van in an alleyway with two other folks that are in low tier hazmat suits that assist you in loading this crate into the back of the van.
All right, I'm gonna just pass the notes I made off to the side. All the positions that I took.
Miller says, well, we are not high enough classification to follow him back to the site, but we'll rendezvous at an appropriate location.
Man, the werewolf disposal unit sure is efficient.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I made a good choice with this revolver.
He says, I'll go ahead and brief boss upon everything that occurred there, or debrief.
Roger that. Arteta's just gonna, unload the revolver from those empty casings, take out silver, put regular ones in, and just sling shotgun, holster everything.
All right, and in recognition for your first mission, you're no longer just Epsilon 6. You are.
Works for me.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna need to get more incendiary grenades, but yes.
I need to
outside.
stock back up on silver and dragon's breath.
I'm outside having a cigarette. What are we named?
Fire
starters.
Fair.
Yeah. We did set the forest on fire along with those corpses.
And thankfully, the last the last encounter roll I made was humanoid targets, so you're able to evade that outside the woods.
Hang on, are you able to tell us how that would have activated?
Oh, I was just rolling after every encounter was after they were encountered and deciding, here's a good time for such and such to, reasonably be encountered.
Right. So those could have been hostiles, and I would have had to. I would have had to enjoy myself again.
What federal agency isn't?
True. Well, I mean, that's the thing.
You're working for a sanctioned state apparatus. Well,
are they sanctioned? Would a sanctioned apparatus send us in a fucking doge?
Yes.
Fucking come on.
Look, Arcane does not consider government agents to be civilians. They are hostile combatants. From boss.
There's a simple answer. If you're ever or if it's an enemy vehicle ever approaching you, use an incendiary grenade because chances are it will light the fuel lines on fire while they're still moving.
So James doesn't speak. He fills out an inventory card and hands it to Sergeant Miller for replacement on his silver grenade.
Yeah, back at the task force base.
Are we on the downtime now? The debriefing. Do we get a debriefing?
No, you do not get a debriefing.
What?
They do not tell you if your mission goes well because you did what you were told to. You retrieved the package. You don't get it chewing out for killing a werewolf inefficiently or something.
Inefficient. So they just don't comment on the werewolf. They know that I set it on fire. They just don't care.
Wait. Inefficiently. It only cost me 1 Lapua and 1 grenade.
It only cost me 2 silver, 1 slug, and 1 dragon's breath.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Thankfully, you had some fucking marksmen in your class.
Well, it's a good thing I chose commando.
Yeah. I didn't even get to use my explosives.
Rob, you should have brought thermite.
Rob, how does it feel being a useless bastard?
I was
just Ted digs his elbow into him.
Well, it's open woods on U.S. soil. You're not guaranteed to use fucking explosives every other time.
I was useful. You needed someone with pincers to move the strange deck of cards that fell out.
Yeah, they just use you.
See,
Nobody else had two extendable batons to do it.
see,
Yeah,
behind the
someone with
scenes,
silver ammunition.
behind the scenes, I'm just glad I didn't roll a 5 on the encounter dice. I have no clue how you guys would have handled that.
Can you tell us what it was?
No. That's a need to know basis. I just know that
you're going to use.
Okay.
Basically, you're going to use that another time, aren't you?
Possibly. Though, actually, no, I would not, because this circumstance was introductory and it is anomaly specific.
All right, so, but you still won't tell us.
Correct. I still will not tell you.
Oh, you bastard.
All right.
Okay. Do we want to establish bonuses on character sheets?
Negatory.
Yeah.
It is entirely subjective for balancing purposes.
Gotcha.
Right. Just for the most part, unless it's like some sniper rifle or LMG, they should have some bonus. Yeah.
Just using common sense. Most for our tear, he's pretty much all weapons. So anything that's a weapon that's not a explosive, he's
right.
Well, shoulder-mounted weapons. I'll say he gets half bonus. So
right. So
bonus
like,
up to 2.
I could still command. I could do like the fucking British Commando thing and underslung a fucking Bren.
Yep.
Mortimer, he has no bonuses on firearms or any munition, really. Mostly, he's going to get... I don't know how to do the benefits for Psychic, because you're just getting a whole new ability along with
Well, if he's an empath, shouldn't he have like some bonus to like anything that needs him to be charismatic?
If we're doing any discussions, diplomacy... Considering that we have 4 killing machines and Miller.
I think it's very clear that Mortimer is not charismatic.
I'll have you know, we excel at big stick diplomacy.
Exactly, and I carry a very big stick.
Mortimer is just carrying the tradition of his ancestors and subverting everyone in the party.
Could I actually... I want to know now, would Arcane be able to like requisition a more powerful handgun? Not revolver. Like,
human accessible
one of the big boys.
handguns, yes, but
nice.
But not experimental weaponry.
No, nothing experimental. Stuff that's actually been produced.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Due to this encounter, I would like to exchange one of my sidearm magazines for 1 mag of silver ammunition, 3 mags for the Lapua silver.
I'm gonna need to redo my loadout with more close range explosives.
Always have a silver mag is what we've learned from today.
I just had a feeling at the beginning of this session that there was gonna be there was gonna be some sort of anomaly.
Yeah, Arcane is upgrading to a 500 Smith & Wesson.
Also, next... Alright, before I stop recording, going to make this promise here that next Arcane session, I think it'll be in Egypt. So enjoy that knowledge and prepare accordingly.
Oh, I can use grenades all I want and it won't be suspicious at all.
Yeah.
That's historically accurate.
I'm going to have to pack so much sunscreen.
Arte's grabbing an automatic, and he's grabbing lethals.
Just a side note: the UV light from the thermite would have given Rob at least a 1st-degree sunburn.
Yeah, he's got welder's burn.
Yep.
Oh well.
If this is on the community channel, thanks for listening. And everyone that showed up in Discord, thanks for coming by. And let's see. How did everyone feel about watching this? Thank you, Gaspard. I'm sorry I haven't played chess.